It is a beautiful morning. The sun is shining, the dewdrops are forming on little blades of grass, and the birds are chirping incessantly. I would be a little bit more excited about the birds, but I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, which is one of the reasons I'm here today to make this video. I want to catch you guys up on what's been happening and why things are taking so long and what is going to be happening in the near future. So I have a little list to stay on track, because I want this to be a short video. Number one is emails. Maybe a couple people out of 300, I have missed their emails. And you guys are super important to me. All of you guys are. I really, 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 really appreciate you. And it's awful that I missed your emails. Please resend them. I want to answer your questions. This happened a couple times. I was looking at the email on the phone. I was going to reply. I even typed out a message. And then one of my kids comes in screaming that they got popsicle over their face, or I have to swerve to avoid a turtle. That doesn't actually happen. I don't text and drive. But the point is that sometimes I can miss an email that way. I'm really, really sorry. I also noticed that sometimes I send an email and it doesn't go out because my connection here in Southern Mississippi is so bad, and sometimes it can get stuck in the outgoing. I'm trying to make a habit of checking that more often, but it does happen. And finally, a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I used to subscribe to a mom and pop email provider. I wanted to support them. I knew them personally. It was like a small business type thing. So that was 7 years ago, maybe even 8 years ago. Regardless, they sold their company, and during the switch, my emails got lost for like 3 or 4 days. So if you sent me an email during that time, I didn't get it, and I didn't get any emails, and I'm really, really sorry. So first question is about the emails, and I'm just totally eager to have a conversation with you, not just sort of quickly answer you. Ask me questions about your build, about VR, about how you plan to use the Mini, whatever. I will answer to you to the best of my ability, and I'm really trying to do my very best there. Again, I'm really sorry. You guys are important to me, and your emails are important to me. Next is, why is the pre-order not gone out? This is another fair question. I've been saying this for months now, and there's many different reasons. I think the big reason is I need to be humble and accountable. If I take a pre-order, which is, I would literally take a pre-order, I would take your money and reserve for you the product. I need to be able to hold on to that responsibly, not get it lost, to be able to return it to you in case something happens to you. I would really hope that you guys would, you're investing in me, so have the trust in me that I'm going to deliver, and be sure before you give me money that you want an S4 Mini, but things happen, this is real life. I need to be able to return that to you. So that system needs to be in place. Number two is that I am one guy with NFC Systems, and I have a real job to pay for this job, which I'm trying to grow into a business. And I've been getting so many emails in asking for S4 Minis that I just don't have the money to actually go buy the S4 Minis to sell to you guys. And the number is growing really rapidly as far as people on the list, so I keep having to put off the manufacturing run. It finally reached a point to where it didn't make sense to do a couple small runs because it takes so long to queue them up. So I decided that, okay, I'm just going to do a big run, as big as I can afford, as big as I can borrow from friends and family and coworkers, and get that done. And I am happy to announce that I finally have raised that money, and I am trusting in you guys, and you guys are trusting in me, so that's submitted, and I have to send out pre-orders ASAP, because once my wife finds out that our bank account is destroyed and I have borrowed against a lot of our possessions, she might have a heart attack. I'm just kidding, I include my wife on all my decisions, but we do need to take pre-orders ASAP. And good news, they're going out in the next couple weeks for sure. I just need to actually get it done. I'm waiting on a prototype. I want to be able to show you guys what you're pre-ordering, of course, and also hopefully I'll have more information about when exactly you guys are going to be getting the Minis. The third question, are you going to be making more Minis? Absolutely. I wasn't planning on it originally, but people really, really love this chassis. I have more chassis I want to make in the future. Don't ask about those yet. Don't ask about them. But anyways, I love doing this. I want this to be, it'd be a really cool business, right? If I could support myself and my family by doing this. You guys are awesome. I have awesome customers. I mean, it'd be like a dream job. So I'm absolutely going to make more minis. Just, it's hard with one person, and I need to be able to scale into it to make enough money to where I can hire somebody else to work with me. But that's still a ways off, because this run is going to be a bigger run, and I am going to charge a teensy tiny bit more for the minis, but it's not to lose money anymore. Still not really making money on them. I make money on doing the builds, the custom systems, and some of the little accessories like my overpriced power buttons, etc., etc. But I'm hoping that this will generate more business and that I will be able to do this full time in the future. So yes, I'm making more minis. That took a long time. Sorry. When am I going to have minis in stock? That's a good question. I should know in the next couple weeks. I should know. I don't want to make another video like this in the next couple weeks. But like I said, I have submitted the down payment for the manufacturer. The manufacturer is scheduling me in. And as soon as I get the prototype and I say, go, 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 they are going to be able to give me an estimate on the date. Based on my past experience and working with other companies and working in manufacturing, I'm thinking that I'm going to have them in stock end of November. When am I going to ship those minis? That's another great question. I'm going to ship them basically as soon as I get them unpalleted. And obviously not everyone's going to get their mini the day that I get the systems in. I have a long waiting list to go through. It's just me doing it, but I will work day and night, and my neighbor has even agreed to help me out, make sure that these minis get out. So if you ordered a mini and you're halfway down the waiting list, it's going to take you longer than if you're earlier in the waiting list. But, you know, I really, really would hope that I could get these all done by January 1st. If I'm working, you know, around the clock and the time that I'm not working for my real job, but we'll see. But the point is, I'm going to be shipping them as soon as I get them in, start shipping them. All right, finally, how much will the minis cost and what finishes and options will there be? That is information that I still don't have completely pegged down. I have ideas. That's going to be in the pre-order video, which I'm going to be sending out the next 2 weeks, like for real the next 2 weeks, not like I said before. So how much will they cost? They're going to cost a little bit more than they did last time. A little bit more. Like it's going to be like $5 more for the base model. And like I said, I'm doing this because I do not want the hidden costs of making these to bite me like they did last time. I need to be able to not lose money on this, to be able to save money, to do bigger runs, to be able to make money, to have a real business, number one. I'm also going to offer 2 finishes this time. I can answer that question. They're both going to be in anodized aluminum. It took a very long time and a lot of prototypes to make sure the manufacturer could do a really good job, because I want like Lee quality anodized finishes. And there's not a lot of manufacturers that can do that, especially with the bins that I have. It's hard to do that. But there's going to be a black and there's going to be a silver. And I'll have more information in pictures in the pre-order video. The silver is going to be more money because I can't order as many of those, so naturally it costs more. Powder coating will not be a base option anymore. That was brutally expensive. Oh my goodness gracious. I lost so much money on those. So it's all going to be like special runs of where I do like batch of 5, batch of 10, maybe a batch of, no, that'd be pretty much the, the biggest batch. And I will bring back custom powder coats at some time, but I have to get everything else under control first. So yes, there will be powder coats, but they won't be initially available, and they won't be like, you won't be able to say, hey, I want a red one. It's going to be, hey, what color looks really cool? I'm going to go get 5 of those done. It'll be a special version 1 of 5, and then it'll be an extra cost. The bright side is it won't be nearly as expensive as a custom powder coat, which started like at $150 and could easily go to $250. And a lot of that wasn't profit for me. That was literally me paying the powder coating people and the powder and the oven time and the rental place for the facility, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It just ended up being really expensive to do a good job with those. Powder coating can be really cheap unless you're doing really exotic finishes. Then it gets to be expensive, like everything else in the world. But I'll have more information on prices and finishes, and I'll be able to show you them and what options I'm going to have at launch and my plans for the future in the pre-order video, which is coming really, really soon. I promise. So to wrap it up, if you have questions, please email me. If I didn't answer you before, it's not because I hate you or because I'm too busy, because I drop what I'm doing to answer emails. It's just that it accidentally got lost, and I'm really, really sorry. So thank you very much, guys. I super appreciate you. I'm really excited. I'm betting big on this, but I trust you guys 100%, and thank you for trusting me. See you soon.